Hi all, welcome to Hit FM. What a world we've created for ourselves after the pandemic hit us, right? Think about it. A lot of us who never did schooling from home or worked from home have found it a new norm. Working class professionals who travel to various states and countries to get their work done have figured out a way to be productive online. Obviously, the people who are struggling to meet their ends around the world are running from pillar to post to put food on their family's table. But aren't we seeing an entirely changed world? This change is also happening in the kind of cinema that we are consuming off late, right? So it is not just a mere coincidence that OTT platforms are reaping the benefits of this pandemic by approaching the creative minds around India and providing a level playing field to put out their content and compete with other creative minds head on. While Fahad's latest offering, See You Soon, was well received and appreciated by the audience across India, Nawazuddin Siddiqui's latest offering, Serious Men, is getting rave reviews by people across India and even outside India for being part of such a bold movie with a unique concept. The Bollywood's nepotism debate has been going on for quite some time, right? And it has reached its peak after Sushant's demise. Now, one may wonder if the protocols are going to be rewritten in Bollywood. Now, we can take examples of two movies which were released on OTT, right? One is Sadak 2, which got an unbelievable amount of dislikes just for the trailer. Eventually, when the movie got released, it just validated so many dislikes and got an IMDb rating of 1.1. Guys, imagine 1.1. I don't even know if the software designers in IMDb even considered this corner case. Now, let's say even if the Butts managed to make a masterpiece, I wonder if that would have made any major difference in this case, as Alia Bhatt and Mahesh Bhatt were the biggest targets of nepotism debate, right? And if you take Hindi OTT space, there is so much brilliant content coming out of the name of web series and offbeat cinema that the real superstars of OTT are the script writers who come out with beautiful scripts. Amazon, Netflix, and other OTT platforms have so much quality stuff now that it can beat past 20 years of Hindi cinema in the quality test. Be it Sacred Games, Family Man, or Mirzapur, there is so much content out there that anyone with sane mind who has got a taste to quality content through these series and OTT movies will find it hard to go back to the crass content that was fed over the years. In addition to all these, people have access to South and other regional content too. Kali Pili was a perfect example of why people are rejecting crass stuff. I don't even know how the makers of the movie decided to release, knowing very well that firstly it had a big nepotism tag on it, and second, the trailer of the movie already indicated its substandard format. Now, Kali Pili etched its name in the history along with Sadak 2, getting a slightly higher IMDb rating than the latter. Now, switching gears to Alia Bhatt, she has three more big projects lined up, right? One is Sanjay Leela Bhansali's movie named Gangubai Kathiawadi. While I have been appreciative of the extraordinary artist in Sanjay Leela Bhansali, I think he's always limited himself to period movies with one or two aesthetically exquisite song and dance sequences. Gangubai Kathiawadi is supposed to be a darker concept of how a girl becomes a prostitute and eventually the madam of a brothel. I believe from a cinematic standpoint, this concept has been explored by so many directors over the years, number of times already, that I highly doubt if Bansali can bring in any magic to the plot. More importantly, they need to cross a nepotism hurdle in the name of Alia Bhatt. The second movie lined up for Alia is a big budget one with a stellar star cast named Brahmastra. This seems like an ambitious action fantasy film with plans to release in multiple languages. This movie has like two problems. One is it is from Dharma Productions, and other is it has nepotism all around. This time, it is Ranbir and Alia together. We have seen how Bollywood has handled action fantasy films before. If they put in mediocre VFX and script, people are gonna thrash it big time. Now, last but not the least, it is S.S. Rajamouli's magnum opus RRR. The good news here for Alia might be that she is possibly a small fish in the big pond, as this is made at a massive scale and brand Rajamouli supersedes nepotism or any establishment debates. Hopefully. Most of the big names on OTT platforms are self-made actors, right? Be it Nawazuddin Siddiqui, Radhika Apte, Pankaj Tripathi, Amit Saad, Shweta Tripathi, so many of them are almost kind of brand ambassadors of Amazon or Netflix, as they have significant presence there. Now, while the conventional Bollywood is busy with Twitter wars or nepotism and establishments and also posting holiday pictures in exotic locations, these guys on OTT are not wasting any time and focusing on content-driven movies and series. Some people still believe that the star system and establishments will prevail no matter how people are going to consume cinema. This may be true for the industries in the South and other regional industries to some extent, right? Where nepotism debate does not come up much, as for most part it is an equitable space for outsiders and insiders. Now, Telugu cinema's nepotism may be on a higher side, but there is no whistleblower there yet, as their stars throw less starry tantrums and generally focus on their work. While I think South cinema is going to function as usual, Bollywood will undergo a huge transformation just because of the people movement that started after Sushant's demise. And that's good news, right? It's going to churn out good quality Bollywood movies and OTT based series. The trend we saw in Sadak 2 and Kali Pili are reminders of the fact that even after COVID times, the darker phase of Bollywood will continue. Now, one may wonder if any of these star kids are going to foray into OTT platforms. In fact, Abhishek Bachchan did a decent job, and likewise, Saif Ali Khan pulled off his character quite well in Sacred Games, even though it involved infinite amount of swear words, which I'm not a big fan of. These two, even though have a big nepotism tag on them, are already seasoned actors who have not had it very easy in their careers in general, right? It was good to see them come back with full force on OTT. I think the biggest strugglers are going to be the ones who might have cracked nonsensical jokes around nepotism debate or trivialized it. We have seen many examples of Varun Dhawan, Alia Bhatt, Karan Johar, and Sonam Kapoor getting infuriated when someone talks to them about this topic of nepotism, right? As if the stardom they gained is their birthright. The big names of the industry may not be planning to foray into OTT yet, as they are hopeful that things will get back to normal and their fans are going to throng the theaters then. Salman Khan, who has always enjoyed an extraordinary box office collection no matter how mediocre cinema is getting ready for his next movie Radhe. This movie is directed by Prabhu Deva and is a remake of Korean movie The Veteran. Now, because this is a Prabhu Deva and Salman combo, the only expectation to set here is that it is going to be a masala pot boiler. Salman, whose name comes up for all the wrong reasons, is a name very much there in the hit list of many in India who are still seeking justice for Sushant. It will be interesting to see how his movie Radhe is going to perform. Let's say, as expected, this movie is below average, and if the movie ends up minting money, we can safely assume that Bollywood is back to the same state it was before. If it doesn't happen that way, then I think the current star structure is going to collapse big time. Now, switching gears to the other big star who has immense credibility under his belt, Akshay Kumar. The trailer of this movie, Lakshmi Bomb, had mostly negative reactions on social media. I kind of agree with the opinions expressed by Jamie Pants in his review that this is a 10-year-old Tamil movie and the sensibilities of people around India should have changed considerably. Even back then, it was considered over the top. The fact that it had all the commercial elements to pull the audience might have made the production houses to take the plunge. After reviewing the Sadak 2 trailer reactions by audience, Disney Hotstar and Foxstar Studios ended up disabling the likes and dislikes for this movie. Wow, this for me is feeling like a tipping point of Bollywood. Think about it, there is not much nepotism associated with this movie, other than the fact that Tushar Kapoor is one of the producers. These production houses are super worried about the fact that the netizens, who are well aware of the original content from the South, are going to shame the producers and even Akshay for remaking it. Now, if you think rationally, there is nothing wrong with this remake, as the due credits and remake rights are paid, and it is being directed by Raghav Lawrence, who was the actor and the director of the original. Then what is bothering the audience here? What are the production houses so worried about? Yes, I cannot think of any reason beyond justice for Sushant movement. Now, switching gears here to Amir Khan and Kareena Kapoor starrer, Lal Singh Chadha, which is loosely based on Forrest Gump, is under work. This movie also has Vijay Sethupathi playing a pivotal role. I'm wondering, what will be the fate of this movie? Amir Khan, who is already getting an anti-national tag due to his soft corner for China and Turkey, will be releasing his movie by end of next year. Since it is an Amir movie, I personally expect a solid content and I'm looking forward to it. But I'm wondering what will be the dynamics of cinema and Hindi audience a year from now. Will the audience accept it or reject it? Friends, as I end this video, I think nepotism is here to stay. But the attitude of such stars are going to matter going forward. How they carry themselves in public, what kind of comments they make during the chat shows or the press meets is going to matter a lot. I'm not sure how people are going to react to any upcoming movies of Hrithik or Ranbir Kapoor or Shraddha Kapoor, who have already established themselves as bankable stars and have not got dragged into the nepotism debate much. Now, if it is a worthless movie, then it will meet its fate. But if it's a great movie, we need to wait and watch how people react. Now, this is an open ended question. I would like to hear from you what you think about the future of Bollywood establishments plus nepotism in the light of OTT. Thank you very much, folks.